What's up, my Glassy Friends? How y'all doing today? I'm doing great. This is Glassic Gamer. I'm coming at you on an episode of Creativerse. Woohoo! In today's episode, we're going to pick up right where we left off. We're going to keep building the super secret dungeon, and we're going to let you see how it's going. So, let's get started here. Hood off. Ta-da! All right. So, I've got a bunch of blocks and things that I wanted to kind of work with. Let me put my flashlight on. There we go. Much better. So as you remember from the past, we had our door, we flipped our lever, and you come in, you've got our empty room, and let me just show you how we did this room up. I did make a few changes. I made these in sections of 4, just to give them a little spacing, a little bit of character, a little bit so it doesn't look cluttered. I then changed the pathing with the adobe brick and the obsidian blocks with the decorative, and that's where we're at. So now we're on to the secret room. Secret treasure room. All right, so let's open that puppy up. All right, so all I've done so far is I've put the flooring in, and I wanted to make it look like a steel vault on the one side. So let me take care of this night Pigsy first. Pigsy, you're photobombing my video. Stop. All right, so no, not gonna wire. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by we're gonna do the basics here. We're gonna build this thing up. Now what I'm thinking is we're gonna do like a little Moroccan theme kind of deal with maybe this on top. What do you guys think? I think I'll go with it. Nope, not that. I hear a crab thing. Must be upstairs. So many interruptions by these crabs. All right, let me drop that in. We'll get these in. And the reason I did that with the corners was because, why waste a block in the corner like that? This is a special block. We don't need to waste it. All right. Stone is cheaper. We'll drop these in. It sounds like it's getting closer. It's probably right above me. Okay. Why am I being paranoid over those? All right, let me drop these in. Now, I'm going to try something different. I want to use these ceiling tiles to create a ceiling. Well, a roof tile to create a ceiling, not a ceiling tile to create a ceiling, but a roofing tile to create a ceiling. And I want to kind of slope it inwards as well to give it a unique appearance. Let's see, do I have one extra? Okay. No, I don't. Good. All right, so let's try this. So I'm thinking something along the lines of this. And, if we kind of sloping it, let's see how that looks up here. Bam, bam, bam. I wonder if it would be better having this block here to blend with that and that of a more neutral. I think I'll leave it. Because regardless, we're going to have that color saturation here, so that's good. All right, let me go here. And I'm saving the corner pieces for corners. Let me actually just drop those in. We've got them already. Rotate. No, not that way. Rotate. I'll just take this one out. It's easier. Rotate. There we go. Almost there. Perfect. And I'll do the same for over here since it's already open. Gotta love that. It matches up. And I'll do the same here. Since it's already there. And here. Oop, didn't want to turn it that way. Perfect. All right, now we've got this in. Let's fill these blocks in. Nice. And was thinking for the ends, we'll do this. Rotate them. And you'll see what this does. It gives it a nice, kind of like a dragon scale kind of deal, but it gives it a nice finished look. Now, as far as this, watch what I have in mind for you now. All right, this is something I figured out. I was playing a little bit offline with. If you rotate these blocks, look at this. Oh, so if I rotate them the right way, check that out. You can almost make it like a square. And check this out. So you go all the way across, and then you go. We might have to reverse it. I think we might have to reverse it and get to the middle. We're not to the middle. Yes, we're good. To make it look like a nice little ceiling, even though it is a roofing tile, it's kind of like an inside-out roof. All right, let's try that again. Does that match up? I may have to turn these. Oops, didn't want to do the stone. Throw the stone back. Not there. Alright, there we go. Put that here. And rotate it. Rotate it. I guess it does match up really, so it's good. I'll just leave it. If it's broke, don't fix it. That's always a good thing. There we go. And, you know, maybe I'll just do some differences. I'm going to add a little bit of glitz and gold to this one. So let's try this. Let's add some of these in. No, not that. That. To give it a touch of, you know, this is a treasure room. So, let me go down one. Over. Just making sure I'm symmetrical here. We'll suck that block out. Suck that block out. Drop that in. Drop it in. Yeah, that adds a little bit of detail, a little bit of character. I kind of like that. All right, and now for down here, pigs, eh? Don't do it. But got some extra blocks here I've been kind of wanting to use, so that's why I brought them with me. Let's start with the doors. These stupid pigs, he keeps coming in. All right, let me drop some gates in. There we go. Now they won't bother us as much. Close the gate. We got our treasure hold. Perfect. Alright, so what can we do here? Maybe I'll carry the same stripe up. It's all about experimentation. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Just to break up the lines a little bit. And let's see, what do we need to do here? We need a inside corner. Let's rotate that. We'll drop the inside corner while we're here. Perfect. And continue on. 1, 2, and 1. Bam. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Does that work? Yeah, let's see. Can we fill a few more up here? Let's rotate these. There we go. They seem to match pretty good. Looks like I need to grab some more of those, but no biggie. We've got some more. There's one right here. And we'll toss that up there. Rotate, rotate, rotate. 2 more. So that's not bad. We can find 2 more easily. All right, so I'm thinking you come in, you got your treasure hold here kind of deal. We put treasure chests on top of these. And let's see. Bam. And 2, and then we put another couple of those. That looks like it works. Let's try this. And this is a tricky one. I want to make it look good. All right, what do you have here for blocks left? We've got some of these. So let's do an inside corner. Nope. Don't want to lock it. There we go. Perfect. And we'll do another one here. There we go. Whoop. Nice. Bam. Bam. Looks like we might need to get some more blocks here. We'll see. And we'll put in here. And here. Oh, let's rotate that one. Rotate. Rotate. And that gives it the similar look. Kind of like, it gives a little more detail. I like that. All right. And over here. Definitely need to get some more, something for the ceiling. And looks good there. I almost wonder if I should put in a couple, these gold ones to see. Do I have any extras? Let me go check my vault. I think I have all the spare pieces from the jungle one here. Let's see. No. I'll grab those just in case I need them. And spare pieces. Pieces of stuff. Torches. Oh, here they are. We've got plenty of them. Here, I thought we were out of them. We're low on them. Alright, good. Alright, so from here, what we could do is maybe put a... Let's take a look. We've got kind of like a chest and an altar and cups and things and stuff like that. Let's see how this looks. Alright, so we've got... Maybe I'll do a couple of these deals here. Couple chests in. They look pretty cool. No lie, they look good. They look gold at least. So I wanted to make it look like a nice treasure room. And maybe over here. Just set up a table maybe. Let's see. Can we put stuff on these? Are you placeable? Oh, I can just stick stuff on top of it. Okay. That's cool. Now we need to get some light in here. So get a torch. Rotate that. Torch. That adds some nice lighting. Yeah, I like the lighting on that. Alright, let's add another set of torches back here. Oh yeah, we got some nice lighting here now. Alright, so let's fix that hole in the ceiling. Now, should we do this? You know, 1, 2. I think that'll work good. Just to help break it up a little. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, and then we'll do this deal. And we'll just rotate them. 2. We'll probably just group it backward. There we go. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I wanted to make it like a nice looking treasure room, but not cluttered, but large enough to be where it's a nice, kind of like a cool deal. You know, it's like something's here, something's valuable. You know, something nice. And let's see, what else can we add in here? You know, I think I'm gonna keep it simple. I mean, I guess I could add a couple more chests in here, but that would take away from the back, and I don't really want to do that. So yeah, let's take a quick look at it. We'll start from here. Let's show you how it works. Right. We'll throw the switch. So you're in here, you're in a treasure hole. You're like, oh, woohoo, we got a treasure room. We found a secret treasure room. And then you're like, come over here, and we'll get the hidden treasure room, the good stuff. So we've got ourselves a nice iron gate, which is very fitting. And I made the wall steel here-ish looking. Well, actually, it's bronze-ish. Like, you know, bronze kind of does that patina. So yeah, bronze-ish. And so it makes it look like it's a really thick, you know, secured wall. And then you come in here, you've got yourself like a nice, looks almost like a dragon scale red roof. I mean, well, ceiling in this case. So, I mean, it looks awesome. It has tons of detail and textures. We've got nice inlaid gold blocks that we may have pillaged from a temple. Or it's just an ancient loot here. That's all it is. And we've got ourselves, you know, a couple goblets. We've got ourselves some, looks like big treasure chests, but I think they're altars. We've got some more treasure chests over here. So just cool stuff all around. Can we put stuff on these? Ooh, we can put stuff on these. How's it look? Let me see. Yeah. I don't know. They kind of float. It doesn't look right. I don't know. I think I'll leave them as they are. They look better plain than they do with floaty blocks. So yeah, I think we're good here. Let's move on to the next area. I just started, and I want to kind of share with you guys on how it looks. So let me know in the comments below what you think of the new super secret treasure room, and we'll flip that so it's nice and protected. And you know, I could put a couple paintings on the wall just to make it look like, you know, hey, there's nothing here. But I'm not sure how that would work with the thing. So we'll continue on. Alright. Actually, let me put these blocks away because I don't want to carry a bunch of garbo with me. Put that here. I'll put that here for now. Must be out of space. Of course we are. Out of space. And do these fit? No, they don't fit. Do you fit here? I'm just trying to clean up my bag a little because we're going to probably need it for this next project. Alright, on to the next. So the next project, what I'm working on is, this will probably just be part one of the many because this is a massive, ginormous build. Let me get healed up real quick. Whoa! That's a crazy heal. I'm going to the atmosphere! Oh no! Let's fly around. Holy cow, that was a big launch. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's fly over here. We'll get back to the house. Coming in for a crash landing. Coming in hard. Whoa! Bam. Alright. Let's just need to turn up the heal up. That'll make it faster. Can I have the turn up? Oh, that's right. They don't heal. They just give you stuff. All right. Hey, little guys. How's it going? All right. So this next part of the build, let me give a little intro to it. It's this ginormous room over here. I've hollowed it out just to give you an idea of the scale of this thing. It's like 22-ish blocks wide. And it is just ginormous. Actually, it's more than that. I think it's like 20 blocks from here to here. And over here, it's even more. So, what I'm thinking of here, think of this as the throne room / ballroom. So, think of it like a castle that would fit this Atlantis-type theme deal. You know how we've got it like right here? Think of something that would fit like that right here. So I'm going to have an enormously high ceiling. That's just from the backside of the other build, so I just went as far as I could on that. I added a couple lights in, as you can see. I really hollowed this place out. That's just to keep the stuff from spawning as much. I mean, it still spawns, believe it or not. And I wanted to really convey that this is an immense room, something that has a lot of details in it. So this is just the rough cutout, and I've already done that for you, as you can see. And for the ceiling, I wanted to kind of give it like a little notched in area here. A little notched in area there. And of course, these are all going to be down one block, so you got to kind of think of it like that. Now for the ceiling, I'm going to do it almost like in steps, kind of like coming downward to, you know, that one point, and then making a nice glass type ceiling again. Maybe just, you know, some brightness, something really bright. I want to get a lot of light in here. I want to make this place glow. And for the floor, I'm thinking like a nice white marble, and maybe a lot of second floor area, just like a little balcony. I'm not sure yet. Something spawned. It must be outside. Nope, it's inside. Time to take care of business. Oh, this rainbow sword hits like a truck. Alright, and of course I'm going to be adding some wiring here. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet, but it's all kind of like a work in progress. I've got like a picture in my mind of how I like to have it done, and what I might do is this. You know, start by building like one half of it and then just mirror it over, and that way it'll be a little bit, kind of like give you like a before and after, like an instant before and after. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try that out and see how it works. The hardest part in here is going to be doing the ceiling, I think, because, I mean, look how high it is. I mean, this is like epic. And I may actually even do like another row like that, how you see it kind of chiseled in. That may not be a bad idea. And just kind of like work my way up from that to give it a you know, different details of layers and how things will look. So let's see what we got here now. Let me just go ahead and get started. Let me find some blocks that will be appropriate for this. Now, this floor is pretty cool. It's kind of like a mother of pearl. We also have these floor tiles, which look great. I want to kind of incorporate it so that it looks, you know, it has its similarities, so it flows. Because if you just start using different blocks, it looks kind of funny. So let's see what it takes to make some of these. And we'll go to blocks. And let's take a look here. No sandcastle blocks yet. What? I'll have to find those. And still have a lot of things unlocked. This game has so much potential, it's ridiculous. Suppose I can craft an obsidian floor. That'd be easy. So maybe I'll use like the different highlights of, you know, lights and dark materials to give it some contrast, because it does look pretty awesome how, you know, how it works. And maybe for the throne area, I'll add a couple of these type blocks in, or some diamond. I'm still working on it. And for the door, I'm obviously going to use a diamond door so that it matches this diamond door. Let me flip the hatch here to keep it closed up. There we go. Like so. And we'll close that door. So I kind of want to have it so you have the diamond doors in each area, and then you walk into it, and it's just like a grand entrance. Like when you look in here, you're like, wow, that's big, kind of deal. You know, like you want to make sure it looks great. So let me carve up this turkey here. Silly crabs. Silly crabs. All right, let me grab. Let's go get some blocks. Let's think about how we want this to look. And of course, I just flip my lever here. We'll go down in our treasure room to get some more blocks. All right, so we can go. I don't want to go limestone floor, and I'm not going to go with like a medieval brick floor, because it just won't look fancy enough. I mean, that fits here because this is kind of like a little dungeon area kind of deal, but I want it to look, think marble, think limestone, think like a nice light color, and with nice dark accents, of course. Let's try this. Now these simple blocks, I like them, and they make a nice tile. Maybe I can use that as just like the main area going down. And of course I'll have a red carpet near the throne. I'll build like a little stage area for the throne. And what else can we do? Nothing in that one. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. What about over here? I thought I tossed all my blocks in here. Alright, so we've got some blocks here we'll use. And here we go. We'll toss them in. All kinds of deals we can use. I like these hanging ribbons, even though they're not going to match. They're not going to match the walls well. And the hidden temple ones are cool, but they're not going to be appropriate for this type of build. Maybe for the throne area? I don't know. I'll try it out and see how it works. Well, let's see. Adobe wall. No, we don't want to just plain walls. Actually, I haven't seen this block yet. Let's see how it looks. I think it's just a plain gray block. You know, that's actually not bad looking. It has like a marble-ish look to it. So take to make those puppies. Adobe. Okay, so it takes ruddy stone, it takes adobe bricks, it takes melted wax, and stone rod. Wow, that takes a lot of materials. What else can we do? I mean, there's always limestone walls. Those are pretty easy. I don't want to get something that takes so many materials that it's going to take us, 30 episodes to build. So I want to make it so that we have something that looks similar. This doesn't look too bad, actually, the limestone. And I've got a bazillion tons of limestone, plus I can put torches behind half slabs. So maybe I'll go with something like that. And got our blues, some iron, that's kind of neat. And let's see what we have down here. Now, of course, we'll throw those in. We've got a tourmaline glass. Maybe I'll use the tourmaline glass. I'll use this. Diamond steps. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Let's see, what else can we use? Definitely those. Alright, we got a rough idea of what we're going to be using for blocks. Let's head on over and see how things look. Now for the floor, I want to have some nice detail, and I kind of like these. These look kind of neat. Let's see what's it take to make those. Those are actually the fancy schmancy ones here. Let me. They probably take a whole bunch of honey. And let's see, what are they called? I haven't used these spiral limestone ones yet, so maybe I'll make some of those too. So these take limestone, some slabs, some glue, some goo, and some obsidian rods. So it's actually not too bad. The figured limestone wall looks pretty cool. Now, let me make one of these just to see how it looks. So let's go back to our humble abode here, our starter house. And let's see what we have. We have any honey here? I thought I had some. If not, I definitely need these for obsidian blocks. I need the goo. And am I out of am I all out of honey? And beeswax and stuff? Well, let's drop a queen bee someplace here. And stone. Ah, we got some stone here. That'll work. Let's see. Oh, there's some honey up there. Perfect. Hopefully I don't rocket myself into the atmosphere again. That's always great fun to do. Huh. Bam. Oh, yeah, there we go. We made it. Oh, yeah, there's some honey here. Let me grab that flower while I'm here. Can I reach the honey yet? No. What about now? Oh, yeah, there we go. I got another queen bee and beeswax. Perfect. Oh, yeah, there's lots here. So I think I'm going to put a queen bee up here just so we have it. And jump over here. Nice. There we go. Now we're doing good. Oh. Ah. Gotta be careful not to fall. Don't want to leave any stone wood up here. Alright, so let's put a queen bee here. A queen bee over here. Is this too many queen bees? Too close together? We're going to have a whole lot of honey up here, I guess. I'll just put it right there. There. Now we got some queen bees going on. Oh, that was a close call. Close one. I'll fix my stone tree later. Don't worry about it. Alright, so let's put the beeswax in. And sure, I'll just use the leaves to do it. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. What? Alright, let me grab some coal or something. I've got tons of coal. I don't know why I'm not using it. And other blocks. Here's some coal. Alright, here we go. Nice. And these shouldn't take too long. Alright, we're almost done there anyways. There's 8. Alright, so let's test out some of these blocks to see how they look. So we got that one. So we need obsidian rod. We need stone slab and limestone. We've got a lot of all of those. Well, there's some stone slabs, I think. I've been busy carving, busy cutting stuff up ahead of time. Just in case we needed it, because I figure we would. Alright, let me grab that. And we'll make some obsidian. No, cancel it. I need this. There we go. Apparently this is going to take a little while. We'll just grab the first 8. There we go. Wow, you guys take a long time to do. A full minute? Really? Okay. So, once that's done, what I'm going to do is we're going to test out some blocks. We're going to lay them down and just see how they look. Nothing crazy. We're just going to see how the things look. Can I stick stuff in here somewhere? I'm probably full. I'll take a limestone out and I'll put this in instead. There we go. Are you done yet? You're done. Okay, perfect. Alright, now what's the next ingredient? Let's make it. I'll make a bunch of them just to see how they look, because they look pretty cool, I think. Well, hopefully they look cool. Let's go to our bag. And what do we have here? We have... Where's our swirly stone? Oh, there it is. It's number 7. You know, that actually might make a pretty nice looking section in the floor. Let me show you what I mean. Oop, wrong one. Wrong one. Don't want to go to our dungeon. We want to go to this one. So let's try this. So if we put a floor tile down, Obviously, I need stairs here. And we do like one that direction and, you know, another direction kind of deal. We could do like a herringbone. That might actually look really good. And if we do another one. Boop. Let me take care of Crab Boy here. Crab meat, go away. Go away. We could do like larger sections and make like a mosaic kind of deal. We'll rotate that. Yeah, like that. So we could either do something like that, like a big, almost like a big tile, or just a straight herringbone across. I think either would look pretty good. This is all in the experimental phase here. Let's drop these in. There's actually a lot of possibilities with that particular block. It may not look it. Pigsay, Pigsay, don't do it. Come on, Pigsay. Let's take care of our little rockster crab here. Decisions. You know, I might actually do this. I'm liking the idea of like a herringbone. And it kind of like points towards the center, and then we'll do something that accents it on the sides. So let's rotate that way. And we'll do that one. Oh, no. This way. This way. This way. Wrong way. Perfect. Now we'll rotate that one again. Look at that. So it makes kind of like a nice herringbone effect. Let me drop another one next to it. See what I mean? Now this one would obviously have to go the opposite direction, but let me rotate that. And think of a floor that would be kind of like that. And we could do like maybe start it from, if I can find a center point. Maybe do that from the center and work our way outwards. A lot of decisions. Let's try that. I definitely need some stairs in here, so let's, what do we need to make some stairs? We need some stairs. I want some stairs. Limestone stairs. We need some stone rod. Alright, let's get some stone rods. Then we'll get a true identity of how our floor is going to be. So stone. And, well, at least we can cut these down too, the adobe. Stone rods. We'll make a few. Just a few. There we go. Perfect. Alright, in the meantime, we'll grab our obsidian. That's the only thing about that floor is it's going to be pretty spendy on obsidian. But you do get 8 for 1, so that's not too bad. And do that. Well, what can we do for stairs now? All right, let's test this out. Let's add some stairs in. Well, I've already come down. I've got 32 of them already. Good deal. What is that noise? Sounds like a crazy mob. All right. And for the stairs, I want to do something different too. I want to kind of just, not just a straight up and down with a railing. I wanted to kind of like fan it outwards. Now that we have our corner block deals that we can, you know, rotate and turn and whatnot. And I think that'll work pretty good. We'll see if we can pull it off. Get the basics in. And this bottom one's actually not going to be a stair at all because it's going to be filled by another block. So we can take that out. Now what I was thinking is, you know, we've got, it goes in, then in one again, and then to there. But you put the, you know, like the inside ones as you go through. Let's go make some stairs. Let's cut these down to size. I should probably put a little machine shop down here while I'm at it. Let's grab this, and stairs will go. So what I'm thinking is we'll do a, not an inside, but an outside. And I'll make one of them just in case we need it. Luckily, these only take a second each, so that's perfect. Yeah. There we go. And okay. Let's try this out now. Alright, so we had our stairs, and they're going to be rotating. You see what I mean? Kind of like that kind of deal. And behind them, what is that noise? They'll have other blocks. So, do we have to use the inside blocks maybe? Let's see. Maybe so. Alright, so we're going to have to use a combination of inside and outside blocks. And this is all kind of like a work in progress kind of deal. So I'm kind of just showing you guys what I'm thinking of doing to kind of make it work right. So think of like these will obviously come out a little further. But think of a set of stairs that just kind of fan outwards. Kind of like a grand entrance kind of deal. And maybe I'll put some railings on it after. But we'll see. I'm going to have to work on this maybe a little bit off camera just to get the idea of what's going on. So, you know, so I think I'm going to wrap it up right here. This is Glassic Gamer. I'd like to take this time to thank all my viewers and all my subscribers. Thank you all so very much. Without all of you, this wouldn't be a thing. If you enjoyed this episode, please smash the like button and comment below. And as always, if you have not done this already, please subscribe and stay glassy. Bye-bye.